Are we ready? Are you ready to rumble? We're not going to rumble today. No rumbling. Nope, no grumbling, no rumbling. We're just going to do some exercise here. Good morning. I am Ron. Welcome everyone. We are doing functional fitness. I'm kind of killing time here so I can figure out the words. This is Ron. That I got. Functional fitness. And we are going to get started right now with this. If you haven't already. I think I just do this because I'm nervous, this back and forth thing. Up and back, knees forward, toes forward, opposite arm, opposite leg as you're walking. I am still trying to get stable here. My internet connection is not the only unstable thing. Up and back. There we go. We're getting it. We're getting it. Flat of the foot, ball of the foot to the heel, inside to outside. Feel it. Feel it. All right. Here we go. Let's do a posture check to start out with. Shoulders back, chest out like that. You should be like that all the way through the class. Let's do this one more time in case anybody hasn't seen this. This is how we do a hip hinge. Butt goes back, butt comes in. Notice spine does not move at all. If you're going to rotate, you can rotate, but don't bring the head down. Spine does one thing at a time. All right. That was exciting, wasn't it? Brought in a guest stick. What are we doing next? Small shoulder rolls. Shoulders back, chest out. Little tiny rolls here. Like that. Rolls. Those sound good right now. Cinnamon rolls. Palms up on the way up. Palms down on the way down. Going backwards. Keep the legs going. We want to start to get that cardiovascular system pumping. Up. Hands up. Flip them over and down. Let's go the opposite direction. Right, left, forward, back, up, down, balance in all things. Right, left is the big one. And bring it back, getting bigger with those circles. Rotate the hand, up and back down again. I almost fell. Up and back. All right, we're good. Let's do a skater. Tap the toe. Bring it around other side. So if you bring that foot around and you go into a little squat here, this lunge, that's a curtsy lunge, just tapping the toe, that's the skater. Arms moving, hips not moving. Hips pointing forward, around and back. So you don't want to do the, look, what's over there. You want to keep looking right at what's in front of you as you bring that foot around, working those hip joints. Shoulders back as deep as you can get them. As you come forward, reach across. You want to feel a stretch in the upper back and in the chest. Back and up. And we are where we want to be. Shake that out. Bring the arms up overhead. Just a nice, easy lateral sweep, bringing the arms up as high as you can get them. Deep breath in. Exhale, bring them back down again. I stopped moving. Keep the legs going. Up. And back down again. One more time. Bring it up. Shoulders are back. And back down again. All right, we got some oxygen going there in the bloodstream. Let's do a little squat, butt back. Arms up in front so you get that straight back. Roll the shoulder blades back as deep as you can, putting you in that correct squat posture. Again, arms up, shoulder blades are back, squeeze them together, and then go into the squat. Knees are over the shoes, but not beyond. And back down. So you don't want to go way out front. If you go way out there, you're shifting the weight into the toes, which puts the pressure on the knees when you come back up. Okay, that's enough of that. What are we doing next? Tap out, step, and back, out, and back. Get used to that weight shift. We're going to be doing it. It's going to be a lot of balance today. So we got 4 things planned. We got this warm up, a little cardio in there, a warm up. Then we're going to do some strength. We got some moving balance, some dynamic balance. And then we go to the floor, out and back, opposite arm, opposite leg, push. And bring it in, other side, out. Keep the torso upright. Don't lean with this. There's no stretch that comes when you take the whole body out to the side. Take the hand, rotate as you go through. Have your cat walk on screen. Out and out. Push and push. I like that. That's not too hard. We're going to step out to the side. This time, 1, 2. Make sure everything's pointed forward. Balance today. We got a lot of balance. We want to make sure, especially on the dynamic balance, that when you're doing this, you're picking the heel up first. Anytime you move sideways, heel comes up first, leg comes out to the side. As it comes out there, you tap the toe first and then roll down on the ball of the foot. Trailer leg comes up and in, keeping yourself upright as you do this. Up and back. Get the arms involved. Swing them back. Reach out front. Other side. Shoulder blades stay back. So make sure you're not letting the head go down, looking at the floor. You're looking right out in front of you. Out and in. Out and in. I pushed too hard. Back. And then a couple more. And we're good. Bring the leg up. Like that. Balance for a couple seconds before you go back down again. Up. What you're looking for here is stationary leg, that stance leg, foot flat on the floor, and back down. So don't lean out over the side. Up and back down. Do a couple more of those. I need to keep my cat off of the camera. They're off of the computer. Keep going. Don't give up. Don't give up. All right. Arms up. Knee down. Knee up. Arms down. And push up. And up. Push the hands up. Get those arms warmed up. Get those shoulders warmed up by taking the palm of the hands and pushing up. And drive. Take your time with it. I don't care how high the knee comes up. Whatever you do, just try to stand on that single leg. That's the most important thing, that you're finding that balance so you're lined up over that stationary leg. And together. Keep bringing the knees up, arms out to the side, reach, and back. Roll the shoulders. Don't just reach cross body like I did on the first one. Around and back. Leg up. Rotation through the shoulder girdle so that you're getting that thoracic spine. And around and around. Couple more. Whew, there's one. Whew, there's two. We're going to step out to the side. Laterals. Feet wide. Starting out with just that hip hinge. Knees over the ankles, butt right straight back. Hands on the thighs to keep the shoulders up. So it's right here. You want that feeling that you got that straight spine and push up. Butt goes in to bring you back up again. So the cue on this one, ankle joint doesn't move. Just that knee pushing the butt back. Knee always stays over the ankle. Ankle does not move. Back down one more time. And back up. This time arms out front. And over the top. Bring it up. Roll the shoulder blades back. And down. And up. We're going down to the side. So do a side lunge. You've got that right leg pushing the butt back. Shoulders are square to the floor. And push back up through that stationary leg, through the heel to the ball of the foot. Other side, same thing. Down and up. All right, arms up overhead, right here. As you go down, bring the arms down. Up. Bring the arms up. Down on the other side. Shoulders stay square to the floor as you do it. Lots of stretch going on in the thighs. Hamstrings, quadriceps, and back up. This time we're going to do a lateral swing down as you come down on that knee, up, over the top, and down on the other side. This is dancy. This is dancy for me. Up and back down. Bring it up. He sees my hands down there. And down. Up and back. One more time. Bring it up, over the top, and back down. Back to those squats. So we're warmed up a little bit. We can get a little deeper into it than we did the first time. You remember the shoulders are back. Remember, the shins and the torso are both angled out forward, and bring it up. With that, hands on the shoulders. As you come up, hit the top, solidly plant the feet into the floor and rotate the torso only as you come up. Back down, looking right out in front, and then coming up, rolling the shoulders. So concentrating on hips all the way down to the legs or to the feet. Don't move. Down and up. Hips want to go. That's a great thing. Arms out to the side. Let's get a little deeper with it. Bring it around. And back down. Other side up. Rotate. And back down. Again. Back to that hip hinge. Feet apart. Arms right straight down. Shoulder blades back. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that as you roll those shoulder blades back, or as you go down, you're not letting yourself get chin to chest. It is staying back, getting that chest out. And we're going to go down the middle. Arm up on the side. You're still looking at the floor. You have a straight back. Don't let yourself twist. And back down, other side. How high that arm comes up. Again, up to your muscles and joints, how far it's going to let it go. You just want to feel a little stretch. That's it. Once you feel it, you're good. That's as much as you're going to get. Up. This time, rotate. Hips down. Stay solid. Bring the torso around as you bring that arm up. And back down, so you're feeling the stretch all the way up the spine, around, rotating through the thoracic spine, right in the middle of the back. Bring it back down, roll the hips, and come on up. Right here, elbows at 90, like that. We're going to bring them up on the sides, roll the shoulder blades back, and bring them back down. So again, scapular retraction, kind of feel those elbows coming back just a little bit, so that you can feel the shoulder blades squeezing together and down, add on, up, roll it up into goalposts. I love these exercises. This progression is really good for the shoulders. Bring it down and elbows down, up, palms out, back down and in, add on. We're going for 3, external rotation, and then up overhead. If you were against a wall, you'd be doing a wall slide here. And back down, hands down, and in. Okay, now it starts to get complicated for me. Up, hands up. We're going to bring the elbows together in an elbow fly. So come forward, stretching out the upper back, back out to the outsides. Then we got that nice big wall slide behind us, keeping the shoulder blades back. As you do that, back down, upper arm parallel with the floor. Bring the elbows in that elbow fly. Squeeze. Back out. Hands down. And we're going to stop there because I got it right. If we go any farther, I'm going to get it wrong. All right. Feet out. Right here. Feet out. 45s. Diagonal. With this, we are doing a plie squat, but back. Push it. Roll the hips. Come back up. Thrusting those hips right up towards the ceiling all the way up. It's a scoop. It's an arc as you're coming up. Roll the hips. Knees stop when they're over the ankles. And then pushing, squeezing the glutes to drive the hips up towards the ceiling. Down. Roll. And up. Let's get a little more movement on that one. Down as you come down. We're going to be dancers again. Up over the top as you come up. And back down. If only we had a bar here. Up, over the top. Concentrate on getting just the butt back so you're getting a good stretch. Inner thighs, hamstrings, up, and back down. Step it on back and forward. Reverse. So right now it's just a reverse step, out and back. When you're ready, if you're ready, come down, weight, ball of the foot to the heel, knee over the ankle, push up through that front leg. And people say they don't like lunges, that it hurts the knees. Usually what happens is we go into the knee, leaning forward, because this is usually how people do lunges, is out front, putting that weight into the toe. So when they push up, they're pushing up through the toes, which you don't want to do. Big muscles, back of the legs, up, down, drive up through that front heel, down and up, especially reverse lunges. Reverse lunges seem easier for me. I'm not sure why. Back and up, back and up. You're going to need all of these, so that's why we're doing them right now in warm-ups. Out, forward lunge, bring it back. Again, it starts out as just a step, not very far out. Raise and lift back. Step out, toe up, back foot does the work. Out and back. Here you can start going into a lunge. As you go forward, foot's flat on the floor, you come right down the middle in that split squat. Coming up, bringing the toe up as you're pushing with that back leg to raise you up, down, and swing that leg back, down. Knee doesn't go past the lace of the shoe. So you're not way out here on a forward lunge where the knee is up past the toe. Knee stays over the ankle through the whole thing, and you come down. At least for these you do. Down and up. I much prefer these lunges where you don't go real wide. All the work in the glutes is right here as you're bringing that leg back. So right straight down, deeper you get, the more that back leg has to work. And back up, down and up. Forward lunge, stagger step, arms out. We're doing it, the whole progression. Push the butt out, take the arms out, stretch it out. Feel the stretch all the way to the fingertips, to the tailbone, and then bring the shoulders back. And up, rolling the hips forward, shoulders back, side bend over that front leg, down, ear on the inside of the upper arm. Use that lower hand to help give you a little more stretch through the rib cage. Back up on top, down in front, and rotation over that front leg again. Shoulders stay in a straight line. That's why you got your hands here. Pushing in so that those elbows stay up. Driving yourself around just a little bit deeper without letting the knees bend. If the knees flare, then the hips are going with it. Step back. Other side. Out. And reach. It's an outreach. Don't let the weight go into the toes on that front leg. Now drive through the heel, pushing the butt forward. Kind of like a deadlift. Single leg deadlift. Up over the top. Down in the side. Keep the spine straight so you're just bending on the one side. Stretching out those vertebrae. Bring it back up on top. Down in front. Pushing the butt back. Rotation. Push with that palm. Around. Keeping the elbows right straight out. Arms are parallel with the floor. Knees don't move. If that knee's flaring out, you're in trouble. And back. You're going to get it. And back down again. You're in trouble. Next. What are we doing next? Oh, okay. Take a break. Take a break. We're 15 minutes in. We'll continue on. This is a full class today. Lots and lots and lots of stuff to do. Excuse me. So you don't need weights yet. We're not there. Excuse me. So we're going to start out with the balance stuff. Dynamic balance. And it's not going well. So what we're going to do is just come out to the side, in and down, alternating sides. So you can just watch. You can just watch. You're still breaking. I get it. Foot up, out to the outside at a diagonal. As you turn that foot, you're not turning the foot, you're turning the leg. So the rotation happens here in the hip socket. Knee and toe in the same direction. Up and back. You're going to stay forward, just like that stationary leg. You're following that one. And then back out to the other side. Up and out. So this is just that forward step. Weight shift into that front leg. Up and back. Diagonal. Out. Push up and in. As you pick it up, rotate out. Step. On the back foot, don't go into the toe. Don't bring that heel up. You want to just, let's try to find get back. There we go. And up and back. I'm pushing off too hard. I'm having problems with that this morning. Out and up. Other side, out and up. Let's do a couple squats again. So really concentrate. Let's start out with the arms up, making sure that we're keeping those shoulder blades back. as we go down. Knees go over the toes, butt goes back. So you're kind of shifting the weight front and back to balance you out, and then drive through the hips to come back up. That rotating the hip, bringing it down, and that forward pelvic tilt, not all important, but what you're really concentrating on here is as you come up, you're driving through the hams or through the thighs. These are thighs, and back up, bringing the butt in. So it's down. So what you're not doing is using the front. And once we get down here, which is a lot of people do squats this way with the head way down to try to get deeper. That's not where you're looking to do it. You want to do the butt out. That's the important piece with the shoulder blades back, and then drive through the heels. Anytime you're picking something up, that's how we should be doing it. Down, back stays straight, roll, and up. What we don't do is down, grab, and then a lot of times we down, grab, and then rotate as we're coming back up. That's a recipe for disaster. All right. Side leg raises up and back down. To start out, if you're having problems with this, tap the toe, bring the toe up, and bring it back in. Out and in. So one thing you can do to help with balance on this one is as you bring that leg up, you can bring the arm out to the side and back in. Make sure you're keeping that toe forward as you do this. Up and back up. That may help you, that may not. Maybe both arms up and back down, up. All you're trying to do is get the brain hardwired that this is balancing on one leg. If you have to use the arms to help, that's fine. Up and back down. So for me, I'm finding this one is the easiest to balance when I've got both arms up and forward. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit, though, let the arms go and just bring the leg up. A little harder, a little more work through the hips. Up and back down. One more time each side. Out. Feeling this in the outside of the hips. In the glutes. Pick it up. Step it out. Bring it back in. And down. Shake that out. A little bit of walking here. High knee. Do some circles. All right. Here we go. Combo time. You step out. So right here, you're going to go into what is like a split squat. Front leg. Knee stays over the ankle. Right straight down. So you got that foot out at a diagonal, back foot, straight, hips follow, push up, and bring it in. Other side, out, rotate, right straight down in a squat, using that back leg, drive up, and bring it in, using those muscles in the rear chain, glutes, and hamstrings. Down, and up, down. Here as we come up, leg out to the side, and then bring it in. Try to do this slowly. You don't have to go wide. It doesn't have to go way out there. So you come out at a diagonal, push up, and bring the leg out and in. So it's not too hard to just bring it in the way you went out, but it's a lot harder now. You have that external rotation. Out, make the toe go forward, and bring it in. Up and out. Foot up, out to the outside, and back in. Couple more. Take it out, push up, and bring it in. Other side, out, around, and in. All right, that was those. Next one, we're going to do that up and out again. Step here, and bring it back. A couple of them just like this. Get used to this. Then we're going to go into that squat in between. So it's step out, down in a squat, push back up with that back leg, bring the leg in. Down, out, and in. One more time each side. So working the hips hard here. Glutes, hamstrings, quads, and up. All right, next one we're going to do is just get a wide stance and just push off for right now. Just like that, and then back down. Hold in this position right here for just a count before you come down again. So bring the heel up off the ball of the foot, stationary over that, whoa, up over that leg. That wasn't very stationary. Up. Cat has no idea how many times I almost step on him or fall on him. Push up and up. One more time each side. So you're pushing off. Get that smooth move. As the foot comes down, the heel comes down, the knees come down, your butt comes down, and then pushing up, everything moves up. Smooth movement will save you dramatically. All right, here's what we're going to do. Up and out at a diagonal, down in a squat, back leg, up, out, and down. We're going to go to the other side. You guys got to come back to center. So staying on this side, it's up, diagonal, heel, toe, down in a squat. As you come up, you're going to take this hip and you're going to rotate so that you're pointed in the direction of that other foot. So let's go back one more time, a couple more. Up, around, out of diagonal, into that squat, push off the back foot, swing it around, and bring it in. The stumbling, as I always say, stumbling is good because what you're doing is you're teaching the brain how to balance itself if you do get off balance. Down in a squat, pick it up, push off, and down. One more time. Forward with that right leg up and out. Squat. Left leg up to the side and back down. That's a challenging one. This one's hard. It is for me. So I'm just assuming it is for everyone. Up and out. It makes me feel better about myself if I'm having problems with it. Oh, everybody is. And back. Diagonal lunge. Out and back in. Throw the squat in there. Down. Pick it up. Bring it back. Harder thing you're doing too here is that you're teaching the brain up and out this way. One more time. Up. Kick the leg out. Bring it around. And in. Other side. We're going out in that diagonal. Into the squat. Taking that back leg. Lifting up. And around and bringing it next to it. So you're pushing off one way, then you're pushing off the other. Right leg up. Toe out. Squat. Left leg up, around the side, and in. Rotation, squat, up and down, multiple planes here. One more time, up and out, squat, push up through that back foot, bring it around, and up. We have to do that one more time. This is too much fun. Up and out, around like that, down in a squat, up, whoa, leg up, and bring it in. All right. Next, we're going to go down into a squat, butt back, and up on the side, and back down. Other side, down in a squat, roll the hips, bring it up. Down and up. Down and up. What we're going to do here now is down in that squat, up, leg out to the side, step it out, and then go into a reverse, step it back, and in the center, staying on that same side, we're going with that left leg down, come up, lift the leg out to the side, weight shift into that, coming right between the two legs, and then go into a reverse, stepping back, pushing through that front leg, and bringing it in. Stance leg doing all the work. So again, we're going to go down in a squat, up, bring the leg up, tap it out, tap it back, and then into center. Right there. Let's do the other side. Down and up, toe down, foot down. So what you're doing here is going nice and slow, controlling these movements, working the fine motor muscles. Down and going slow, which is even harder. Up. Weight shift down onto that foot, butt back, step up and back, and then drive through that front leg one more time, down in a squat. Right leg comes up on the side, tap the toe, go back, and push up again. All right, we got one more thing to add to that. One more thing. So we're going to go up, this right here, and then just bring the knee up front, just like this. Up, go back down, and up. Alternate legs, down. Opposite hand comes up with that knee. Opposite arm, opposite leg, down and up, down, Right straight up. You're going, what's so hard about that? Okay, you're going to be that way about it. Down, up, tap forward in a forward lunge, up, out to the side. 3 different directions here. Makes it a lot harder. And back, and come in. Same leg, left leg, going down in that squat. Knee comes up, one leg, step forward into a forward lunge, push off that front toe or front ball of the foot, step out to the side. Slower you go, the more you're going to feel it in the quadricep. Up and back and to center, other side, not stepping on the cat somehow. Down, up, forward. Step it out, heel first, then ball of the foot. Up and out to the side into a lateral lunge, into a squat, and then back and into the middle one more time. Down, single leg stand right here. Foot forward, momentum forward, take it down, keeping the torso up. Foot up, toes up first, heel, bring it up, out, and tap, and back, and forward. That's it. That's it. Grab water. Second quarter is come to an end. Now you need weights. So this is one of those where again, it's a functional fitness class. I'm trying to get us, every exercise really has been a balance exercise. So we're super using the hips, glutes, as we do any of these exercises on that single leg. Most important thing on a single leg, and for anybody who can't stand on a single leg, usually what the problem is, you got to have that foot flat on the floor, ball the foot to the heel on that stationary leg. Little bend in the knee so you can adjust. And then all the work in mine is happening in that ankle and back, other side up, hold, and back down. These are great exercises to do anytime. Absolutely anytime. Yeah, use it or lose it, perishable skill. If you're not challenging your balance constantly, that's where you start to lose it. All right, first thing we're going to do right here, knee up. So we've added the little added challenge of the weights on the sides, up and back down. Even though there's a weight on both sides and it's evenly balanced, it still is a little harder when you got that weight in there. And back down. Body's not used to it. Problem is, you're usually carrying something, or often you are. So you need to be able to also balance when you have a weight in your hand. Up and back down. Whoa! Up and back down. Got the cat. Up and back down one more time. Right there. And back. Arms up. Make this a little more challenging. Take that forward foot, toe on the floor, get yourself balanced. Opposite arm goes up over the top and bring it back in. Foot goes out as the arm is going up and back down. This one is challenging. Weights way up in the air, lever length, wants to take you out to the side. Get your balance and back here if you can. This is if you can. Leg up, arm up, and then back down. Don't worry about how high that weight goes. Work on the balance. You're getting that lever length that's away from the body, so it's harder to balance on. Ankles having to work a whole lot more and back down. Otherwise, tap the toe, arm up, toe off the floor, and then arm down and leg down at the same time. Always try to be smooth with those movements. Upper and lower body working together. And down. For falls prevention, it's important to keep your balance. Fast moves, fast jerky moves are going to cause you to flip over, up, and back down. You won't be shiny side up anymore. And back down. My head's always up. That's my shiny side. And back down one more time. Up and back down again. That was way more work than I thought it was going to be. Forward lunges, split squat right here. Right there. Palms forward. Let's do the split squat first. We didn't do that in warm-up. I forgot this one. Bring it down, roll the hip, up with the heel. Again, such an important exercise. Working these muscles in the back chain, hamstrings, and glutes. Roll the hip forward, bringing the heel up. As you come up, it's a scoop again. It's a smooth arc coming up and back down. So you start to roll that hip forward as the heel's coming up, making sure that front knee does not go anywhere, stays over the ankle. Up and back down. Up and back down. Okay, now we do the curls with it. We got that down. We got it down. Get in that stagger step, palms forward, roll that back heel up, bring the arms up halfway, and then back down. Concentrate on not using the front leg. Think about it. That hip rolling forward as you come up. So it's up, heel up, and back down, up. When you concentrate on the heel coming up and rolling the hip forward, what I find is that I don't even think about going into my front leg to push up. Everything is being done by that back leg. And down one more time. Up, curl it, and back down. Again, other side, foot back. So the leg up front now should be the fatigued leg because it was doing all the work here. Just start with that roll up, hip forward, and back down. I want to go a little deeper on this so I separate the legs just a little bit more. Up and back down. If you're having problems with balance on this, all I have to do is take that back leg, step it out to the side, and up, down. Wider stance will give you a little balance, more balance, but don't go too far with it because that hurts the knee. Down, roll the hips, come on up, down, and up. Here's what we do with that one. Down, whoa. As you come up, bring the arms up behind, using those muscles in the back of the shoulder, and then back down. So a lot of the exercises don't involve those deltoid muscles in the shoulder socket, that back one especially. Up, heel back down. Roll the hips, squeeze, up. So you got a little bend in the elbows, and the lift is coming out of the shoulder. Little bend in the elbow, but you're not hinging at the elbow. Up and back down. This is a sweep backwards, squeezing those muscles in the back leg, and back down one more time. Up, hold it, and back down. Squat. We're going to do a squat now. Butt back, arms at the sides. So this one, careful on the shoulders. Because the weight is down there in the hands, shoulders are going to want to follow it down. You got to keep those shoulder blades back, working those muscles between the shoulder blades. Down and back up. Also make sure you're using ball of the foot to the heel, heavy in the heel as you come down. You got it on the floor all the way up to the ball of the foot. Even the toes are on the floor, but the push is coming ball of the foot to the heel, and most of it's from the arch back to the heel. Down and up. Two more. My quadriceps are feeling this right here, front of the thighs. Push up. Did I say two more? No, that was the last one. Hands out front. So let's start right here first. Alternating forward raise. Up and back down. Other side up and back down. As you come back down, don't let the weight hit the leg. Keep it out just a little bit, just enough to keep that shoulder under tension, not letting the leg do the work of stabilizing that arm, using the shoulders instead. And down, up, and down. Other side. Bring it up. Hold it. And back down. Here we go. Two together. Squat. Alternating arms. Push up to the heels. Arm up. And back down. Take your time. Stop at the bottom. Full stop. Roll the hips. Upper lower body working together. As the knees are extending, so is that arm. Out in front. And reverse. Down. Keep the shoulder blades back. This one wants to draw you right out. All your weight is out front. You have to work really hard on keeping the shoulder blades back. Up. And back down. One more each side. Roll the hips, raise it up, and back down, and up, and back down. We got time for one more. Split stance. These are so important. I do a lot with a hip hinge because a hip hinge is everything. Whenever you're picking something up, whenever you're bending forward, it should be that hip hinge. So foot forward, weights in the hands, shoulder blades back, really concentrate on that. Push through the heel by driving the butt forward and driving the butt forward. So it's down, weight is shifting in the heel of that front leg, knee stays over the ankle. Now you're going to squeeze the muscles in the back chain, glutes and hamstrings to bring that hip forward. Again, think about that knee or the ankle not moving up. So that knee never goes forward. There's no movement through that front ankle. And up. So what we're going to do with this is as you come up, side raise, and back down. So I had to catch myself there. I was forward, up. My knee was way out over my toes. And back down, up. And back down one more time. Up. Oh, and back down. Other side. Sorry, I did that wrong. We're going to go down into that hip hinge. And then as you come up, bringing the butt forward, bring the arm out to the side. And back down. If you want to do both, you can. Up and back down. The benefit of just one arm is you're working the core, you're working on your balance. Up. You're usually not carrying two things, one thing in each arm, that are exactly the same weight. Up. So get used to lever length being more on one side than the other. Butt back. Butt forward, pushing through the heel. Coming up, keeping that spine in neutral. One more time. Down, butt back. Push up. Right there. And bring it down. It is time. We are 3/4 of the way into this. Going to the floor. We were supposed to be there a couple minutes ago. This class program needs to be cut back a little bit. Way too much in it. There was still another moving balance exercises we had. In fact, 2 more, plus more strength. There was just so much. I get so excited when I write them up. It's like, oh, we can do this. This will be fun. All right. Everything's fun. And down. Exercise is fun. Arms up overhead. Shake them out. Loose through the shoulders. Just kind of roll them around. Hands up over the head. I love this stretch. Full up. Back of the hands against the floor. Shoulder slide, or wall slide. Up and back down. Elbows out to the side. Those goalposts you did, this gets hard. This puts a lot of flexibility. You have to have a lot of flexibility in the shoulder to be able to do this. So you're out. Elbows, upper arm, perpendicular to the torso. Elbows at a 90. And now reach up over the head. Extend out. And then bring them back down on the sides again. Keeping that lower back on the floor, keeping the shoulder blades on the floor at all times. Up, over the top, and back down. How far you can get those elbows down, if you can get the upper arm perpendicular to the torso, that's fantastic. If you can't, you do what you can. Because a little by little, you will be able to get down there. If you can't now, you will. Down and up. Reach for the cat. And down. And back up. Palms toward the feet. So your hand is on its side. And we're going to scoop down. Snow angels. Back up. Keep the palms down. If that hurts, if you can't do it with the palms facing the feet, put the palms on the floor. Find that spot or the back of the hand on the floor. Whatever doesn't hurt your shoulder. And down. Up. And back down. This time as you come down, grab onto the back of the thighs. Bring them in. Stretch out that lower back. Deep breath in. Lots of stretch there. And back down. Hands on the floor. Scoop up. Last one, arms down. Grab onto the back of the thighs. Pull them up. Thighs to torso. Getting that lower back up off the floor. Feel the stretch through there. And through the glutes. And back down. And out. All right, legs extended. Straight out. We're going to take, and to start out, lower back on the floor. Squeeze the abs, lower abs, belly button to hip. Tighten up those muscles, not the glutes. You don't use the glutes and bring the butt up to get the lower back on the floor. You want to use those lower abs, the important muscles. Glutes are fairly strong. They're usually stronger than those lower abs, and those are the important ones, are those lower abs. Down one more time. Lower back to the floor. Arms up, over the shoulders or wherever you want them. On the shoulders, out to the sides. Going to squeeze lower back to the floor, up, and back down again. Roll the hips, bring it up, and back down. Stop. Up. Lower back to the floor, shoulders right straight up, hands to the ceiling. And back down one more time. Up. And back down. Again, in the crook position, feet on the floor, knees up. Starting with those tucks, one leg at a time. Right leg in, squeeze it. Bring that tailbone up off the floor. Lower back is flat on the floor. And step it back down. We're going to do a real basic core grouping today. And back down if you want. Both legs up. Tighten the core. Lower back on the floor. Keeping it there. And back down again. Arms out to the side. Keep you from rolling side to side through those hips. Excuse me. If you can, lower back on the floor. Both legs up. Heels close to the butt. Squeeze it. When you tighten up those abs, you're going to bring that hip up off the floor. And back down. Too easy. Start walking the heels out. Same thing. Exhale. And back down. Squeeze. And back down. Feeling the lower abs work one more time. Up. Knees stay at 90. Coming up. And back down. Again, two together. Knees up, shoulders up. Everything's to the ceiling. Hips come up to the ceiling, shoulders come up to the ceiling. So we're not collapsing into ourselves, into that torso. We're raising ourselves up as we contract those muscles. And back down. And back down. Remember, for you, this whole move may be just very small, one leg at a time. Shoulders don't even leave the floor. You're just feeling those muscles contract. Upper abs, lower abs, and back down. You can modify this however you choose. And back down, whatever your body says is good. But if you can get that lever length out of it, bring the heels up to the butt, and do it that way, bringing both feet up off the floor, squeeze it, and back down. And then you can start walking the heels out, as opposed to legs extended and bringing one up at a time and back down. So you're going to get more out of bringing both those legs up and back down again. Cross body. We're moving through these pretty quickly. So we're going to take reach, shoulders up to the ceiling, rotate the shoulder girdle, lower back stays flat on the floor. Hips don't move, knees don't move. And back down. Squeeze, lower back to the floor, shoulders up to the ceiling. Reach to the outside of that left knee. Rotate the shoulders girdle, keeping those shoulders in a straight line. And then coming back down. One more time. Exhale as you come up. Rotate, smooth move. And back down again. Other side. And again, I really like to go one side at a time instead of back and forth because we get into this waddling otherwise. We use momentum to move us. and down. Full stop. Deep breath in. Exhale. Tight. Get those shoulder blades to the hips as much as you can. Feeling the muscles working on the outside of the core, those obliques, and bring it down. I'm feeling it in the upper lower end obliques, which is right. Up, squeeze, and back down. Bring a knee tuck into this modified bicycle. Bring the knee up, shoulders around, squeeze it. Again, this one's really hard. Don't let yourself twist at all. If those hips are twisting, don't bring that knee up as high. Up, reach to the outside of the knee. So the knee, toe are in alignment with the hip. And back down. One more time this side, left leg up, reaching outside of that left leg. And squeeze, shoulders are turned, looking up at the ceiling. Don't let your chin come to the chest. And back down. Other side, up. And back. Squeeze it. Get down there. Make sure that lower back's not twisting. Make sure that knee and toe are still in alignment. So what's going to want to happen is as you bring that knee up, it's going to want to flare to the outside. You're going to roll off to that side. Don't let it. Work really hard on that alignment so you can strengthen the muscles up in the alignment position. So if that's where they're the strongest, they will automatically go there. Strongest muscles will always win out unless we consciously force weaker muscles to work. One more time. Shoulders up, knee up, tuck, roll the shoulder blades, squeeze it all together, and back down again. Hands behind the thighs. We got for time. We're good. Up, knees at 90, in a tabletop. We're going to alternate legs, kick up towards the ceiling, and back down. You feel a nice hamstring stretch. Don't bring the toe down yet. We're just going to let that toe relax. Lengthen at the knee until you feel those muscles stretching out from above the knee all the way into the butt. And back down. Keep the knees at 90, so we're working those quadriceps in the front of the thighs. Up. And back down. Up. And back down. Both legs up. Together. Now, bring the toes in. We just move the stretch to the calf muscles. And back down. Up. Toes in. Extend the legs. So you're driving those heels up to the ceiling. And all you're looking for is that lower leg to stretch out. Bring it back down. And down. Legs out completely. Stretch it out. Arms way up over the top, going into the rack. Toes extended, feet extended. Shoulders way up, reaching as high as you can. And bring it back in again. Feet on the floor. We're going into a glute bridge. So remember, in a glute bridge, you want to make sure that the hips, knees, ankles, toes are all in alignment all the way through this so the knees don't collapse or go to the outside. Work those muscles. Bringing the hips up and back down. Big key here, don't push through the heels. First thing we do is that pelvic tilt, getting that lower back on the floor. Squeezing, so you're squeezing to bring the hips up off the floor, lower back up, and then getting into the glutes, and you can feel them right on the sides working, tightening up as you come up. So we're not pushing through the heels. That's a whole different exercise. And back down. Squeeze. You want to bring that lower back up first. Get it up as high as you can, and then you go into the glutes. Squeeze them and bring you up. If you're going from side to side, you can't hold your balance. Get your arms out to the sides. Remember, for modifications for the arms right straight out, you start coming down, bringing the hands in toward the butt, up. So you're making the core do more of the work to balance you than you are the arms. But it's wherever you're at. You can modify by bringing those arms in a little bit at a time. I'm going up and down while we're doing this. So you're feeling a great stretch. What we're doing this for is that stretch through the hip flexors and through the quadriceps. And back down. That last exercise was really hard on the quadriceps. And not hard on it. We just really engage those muscles, so we want to stretch them out now. Up. And back down. Again. One more time. Legs extended. Stretch it out. Arms out overhead. On back of the hands on the floor. Up. Stretch it all out and bring it back. Relax for a second. Okay, enough relaxing. This is not yoga class. We're not going to meditate. Up. Bring the head up into a seated position. Knee up, arm out, shoulder blades back. Rotate, chest out, chin up, looking right out at the horizon. Coming around, rolling that back shoulder, doing the work. Doing the driving. And bring it back, other side, same thing. Shoulder blades back. Chest out, roll that back shoulder around. And back again. Couple more. All right, up we go. So we were signing up to teach classes for Christmas break, the Fit for the Holidays. And they asked us what kind of classes we wanted to teach. And I said, anything that doesn't include dance or meditation. Those are not my specialties. And down. All right, hands on the thighs, butt back. Hold right there for a second. And bring it up. Arms out as you go down into that hip hinge. Arms out, butt back. Roll the palms forward. Roll the palms back. And back up. Hip hinge again. Stretch out those quadriceps. Or stretch out those hamstrings. Arms up overhead as you come up. Rolling the hips forward. Stretch it out. Side bend. Up and over. Bring it back up. Down on the sides. Sweep up overhead as you come up. Side bend on the other side. Stretch it out. Back up. And down. Hands behind the back. Roll the shoulder blades back. We're going to do a head turn as we do this. So you're turning the head. I'm going to the right shoulder. I'm going to the right shoulder. You may be going to the left. Bring that arm behind the back. Pull it just a little bit as you make that rotation one way and then the other. And back to center. Other side, same thing. Hand behind the back. Look into the shoulder first. That's the easier one. Now you're stretching out the front of the neck and then to the other side. Roll it. And now you're going to feel the stretch coming up the side and back down. Hands down, fingers intertwined, up to the top. Push it out. We did arm exercises with the weights, so we got to stretch out all those muscles through the arms, through the wrists, hands. And down. As you come down, bring the arms all the way down. Roll the hips, bring it up. Over the top. Shoulder blades back, chest out. And back down again, rolling those shoulder blades back. Grab onto the hands behind the back. And just, if you can, bring them up a little bit as you come up out of that hip hinge. And back down. Last one, up. This is stretching out the front of the shoulders and the chest. And back down. While you're down here, reach across, front of the body, stretching that upper back. Arms out, roll them. Deep breath in through the nose, pushing out the stomach, and exhale as you come down. Get all the air out of the lungs. Tighten up the core, up, overhead. Deep breath in through the nose. And bring it down. And we're good. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it this early on a Thursday morning. And I will see you next week. Have yourself a wonderful weekend. Thank you very much. You bet. Thanks for being here. You bet. You bet. I appreciate you guys being here. I really do. You bet. I can't stop them. You bet. Thank you. Welcome. Oh, cool. It's fun to have somebody to exercise with, isn't it? Or something. Yeah, which is most of the time for mine. So this class is the one he's most active in. So you guys see him more than any other class. Yep, apparently. There you go. You bet. Thanks. Thank you. Jean? I was expecting Betsy. Okay. But you hung out. I appreciate that. All right. See you tomorrow. You like this class. You like the people in it. All right. Hanging up. Unless you want to talk to me. Or if not, fine. Be that way. All right, guys. Have a great weekend.